Hey everyone, in this video tutorial we are going to be looking at GeoGebra. It is a algebra graphing geometry drawing program developed in Germany, and es ist wunderbar. It does a lot of different things very well. We've got these tools across the top. You can discover a lot of things by goofing around with them, but let me give you a couple of quick pointers. The arrow tool will allow you to select things. It's used all the time. It's essential. Underneath it, you can click on these little mini arrows and pull down subtools. You can use this arrow tool to rotate things and to record numbers to a spreadsheet. But by and far, you're going to use that arrow tool. Then if you click over here, the point tool, I'll call it, has an intersection between points and then a midpoint tool that you will also use, primarily be creating points. This is your basic line tool. You can get the infinite line, the line segment. You can get a segment with given lengths from a point. You can create rays. That's a line that's infinite in one direction but has an endpoint in the other. And then we can use vectors for more advanced types of applications. But for us, we're going to be creating, in this menu, we've got perpendicular and parallel lines, perpendicular bisectors, angle bisectors. We'll be doing that. This is a polygon drawing tool. You can also create regular polygons of any number of sides. You just type in how many sides you want after creating 2 points and it'll do it. Obviously this is circles. Here we have some conic sections, and so on and so forth. These are things used a little bit less frequently, and these are some of our transformations, reflections, and rotations, things like that. Sliders and some of these hide show box things and putting in text, really useful later when you finish up your drawings. This helps you move things around, zoom in, zoom out, and also you'll see we can copy visual styles and delete objects with this. We can also create tools and use those tools, and I'm going to show you how to make one and then how to apply it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just create a square. Now I could take this and I could just make 4 points, and if I wanted to I could fill it in as a polygon like this, and you see it opens up into a polygon with an interior, and you close it by clicking on the point you started with. Then I can go back and I can drag these points around and I can make this into what might look like a very convincing square. But we are more interested in the geometric properties of a square, and in order to get a square that remains a square at all times when I drag it around, I need to construct it following properties or a definition that will ensure that it always stays a square. So to do that, I'm going to pull down and start with a segment tool and start by drawing a segment like that, and then by going to the perpendicular tool right here and clicking on the point through which my perpendicular will go and the line to which it will be perpendicular, I can create a perpendicular like that. So I can do another one here, doesn't matter what order, click the line and then the point, and I get a perpendicular there. So you can see I have a start of a square, but I need some way of getting this side length over to here and stopping at just the exact length that it is there. In geometry, we often do that in our constructions with a circle. So if I click on that point and then the terminal point of that radius there, I will create a circle that, as you can see, when I drag this around, it always stays perpendicular to the segment, and that circle does not detach and float. If you're not careful and you click somewhere nearby, you can get a circle that'll collapse and not remain as I wanted it to there. Now, to create my square, I can click right there and the point will be created. I could also pull that down and have created an intersection of two objects and clicked on the line and the circle, and it would have done that. But if they're just two things, and there's no doubt the computer will be smart enough to figure that out and it'll create the point for you. I can now create a perpendicular by choosing the line and that point, and there I have my square. To fill that in, I'll click on these 4 points and then close it off, and there's my square. Now it doesn't hurt just to drag it around and see if it will resize or not. You'll notice that these 2 points are blue. That shows that those are the 2 points that control the square. These points are dependent objects. These blue ones are the free objects, and GeoGebra does a very good job of making that clear over here on the left hand side. So there's my square.